Yeah,
Are you
no,
not hearing very well?
no, I can hear. Just want to make
Okay.
sure.
Did you sign in on the same link that you had before, or was this the one that I just sent?
The one you just sent.
Okay, yeah, because for some reason or other, I think when I updated the computer, it changed all my settings, so I didn't have the link anymore. In fact, it even said, "Please hook up your calendar to your whatever this is called, to your Zoom, so that you're able to." And I'm going, I don't want to take the time to do that.
Yeah, I went on the Zoom and usually it has a calendar date
Yeah,
and it says just click on it. And but I was looking for it. I was like, oh wait, it's not here.
yeah,
Did something happen?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
kind of strange. I don't know what happened to all that, but anyway. Um, the songs, man, you're cranking out the songs like crazy.
I was bored.
Oh,
I was
really?
bored. Kids wanted
Oh,
to do other things, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go inside
now
the
were
room
you
and play a
bored
little
or
bit.
you were procrastinating?
No, I didn't wanna. I didn't wanna watch the show that they were watching.
Oh, oh,
I'm gonna run away.
oh, oh.
So I came in the room and I started playing, and I was like, oh, whoa, maybe I'll try this. And then I heard a country song,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I like that kind of rhythm. So I took it,
Yeah, it
and that's
sounded
what I.
really good. Yeah, the that last one sounded I mean, well, all of them sound really good, but that was a different sound. It was like we've talked about before, a distinction in the sounds. It's a
Yeah,
distinct sound that it's almost like everything that the Lord speaks, he has a distinct sound to it.
yeah, it does.
And so when you accompany that with a song that has a distinct sound to it that we've never, I mean, you've never had that before. It
Yeah,
it kind of shakes people and goes, "Oh, wow, that's a different
yeah,
voice, a different sound, a different beat, I mean, it's a whole different deal."
yeah, yeah. I really like that one.
Yeah. Well, I know it said where does that say that? First Corinthians 15. It says there's one sound of a trumpet and another sound of a cymbal, another sound of a whatever. There's nothing without sound. And then there's nothing without signification in the sound. But it says if you sound the trumpet, who will know whether or not to fight? Who will know whether or not to retreat? Because there has to be a distinction in the sounds. And that's where I'm going, man, all the music and stuff right now, like all the worship music and stuff like that, it all sounds the same.
Not the same. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you listen
definitely.
to the radio and you just go, man, every bit of this sounds like somebody just took a cookie cutter and just kind of went down the line on the same hunk of dough.
Yeah,
And
and that's what I don't want to do. When I send out uh, the music, it's I don't want it to sound the same as what I hear on the radio, and
right,
even on the radio station here,
right.
uh, 94. I don't want to sound the same, so I try to
Yeah.
make it different.
It's easy to sound different than that one.
Radio speak.
Yeah, that's right. Recording this, aren't we?
Yeah, so it's careful what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
there
just
is,
didn't want to. It sounds the same, four chords and a
right,
something.
right. And a lot of that stuff is like that's being played right now is 10, 15. um that particular radio station you're talking about is like 20 years ago. It's not it's not the whatever's occurring now.
Mhm.
Um, I know there's a scripture that talks about this present truth, and I've been working on that. It's the word present means what it is he's not just what he's speaking now, but what is it you have knowledge of? What is it you grabbed a hold of? What is it that basically turns your crank right now? What is that? And that's what it refers to when it says this present truth. And so you're just thinking, okay, there's something about his voice right now that's speaking into the earth. What is that? What is this present truth? What is it he's speaking now? And that's what, whenever you look at how Christ did it, he says, I only speak what I hear my Father speaking. In this case, I only sing what I hear my Father singing. I'm going to speak the same voice that he's speaking right now. It's like manna. You get up in
Yeah.
the morning, what is it today? Because it's not the same as it was yesterday.
No.
So what is it today? What's fresh? What's life today? Not what was life, 20 years ago.
I think I mentioned it last time. Like the songs that they play are they're still
Yeah.
in the Lord's still up there in the on the cross,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's true.
that's what their songs are.
Right.
Not they're not
Yeah.
beyond like this last one. Like this last one is where as he is, so are we.
Right.
This last sense
Right.
that's different from what was the lyrics that it says as he is, so are we in this
Right.
world.
Right.
Not someday, not somehow, but right now.
Yeah, I thought you did a great job with those lyrics. I mean, that was just um
Hey,
Hi.
I just want to say thank you. I don't know where we're supposed to look.
yeah.
Thank you. It made me cry at work. When I opened that, I started crying, and the more I listened to it, it was like it spoke exactly what I would have said. I, I was blown
Oh, wow.
away by the style that you used. Um,
Oh,
it it's nothing I would have ever asked for and I would have thought of. And so it was like so perfect because it was I don't know where you got the tune or the whatever, but it's perfect. That's all I want
And
to
you
say.
also played it for the ladies at
We
work.
played it for everybody at work and everybody at work cried too. So
oh, wow.
yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, I don't know whose yard the background is that.
Huh? Oh, that's an artificial.
Nice set in the background there. I think I want to redo the room like that now that I see it. Well,
Yeah.
thank
Uh-oh.
you so much,
Yes,
Ed.
ma'am.
I totally was blown away. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to tell a story, not
Yeah.
just a regular song. But as soon as I put it out there, and I was just playing around with it. So I found out when I went to my search engine, it searches not just the internet, but also on the laptop.
Oh,
So
really?
Lulu already downloaded the on Kindle. So that's where I got the
Ah, okay. That's where you got the book on that.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Huh. That's
because I
interesting.
was talking to her and I asked her and I said, no, it was not on the internet. It's right there on Kindle. I was like, oh, no wonder when I searched everything
Yeah.
because I tried to go on on Google and try to find that thing and it won't show me. But
Huh.
when I went to my search engine on my app, my Finder,
Right.
it went straight to it opened the Kindle. I don't have the app, but it has the um it went straight to the internet to pull it out from
Really?
my
I'll be.
account.
Well, what I went ahead and got an extra microphone, so
Oh, you're gonna
Connie,
do it?
yeah, well, Connie and I are gonna just do that back and forth as far as just kind of interview her and maybe do 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes on just that interview about what happened during that time, and she can kind of set up, what happened in the book and things like that, and then play that song afterwards. And it just, I mean, like she said, the impact that it had, not just on her, but on everybody else
The
that heard it.
coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's amazing what music does. You don't think about the impact. What was Lucifer before his fall?
Worship
Yeah.
worship
He was he was made out of pipes and timbrels and all beautiful things. I mean, he led the angelic choir, basically. And you just go, man, this guy was music. And you
Hmm.
just you just go, he uses music, but the Lord just uses music too. I mean,
Yeah.
because music, something happens. I remember we used to do this all the time. If somebody, well, we didn't do it all the time, but if somebody had a prophecy, what you do then is you immediately begin to sing the takeaway or the parts of that prophecy, and you get the body to sing along with you in that. So it ingrains that takeaway into the hearts of you know everybody,
Yeah.
because then once you get it in music, for some reason you don't forget it, like jingles, advertisements. That's why advertisements use jingles and stuff, because it's something that is a takeaway, and you end up during the day, humming this song, plop plop fizz fizz, oh what a relief it is. I mean, that was how many years ago, uh, for Alka-Seltzer, and but yet that song, just it brings back the visual, it brings back everything. It's almost like you smell a certain smell, and all of a sudden immediately your memory is triggered, and you go, oh yeah, I remember that. I can just smell a certain smell, and I go, I remember a date or a place that Connie and I went. I mean, it's like that memory association is not just up here, it's in the heart. And
Yeah.
man, once that music is attached to it, it isn't just up here, it's in the heart. And that's where the memories are founded and rooted, are the ones that are in the heart, not the ones in the brain. Because heart
Mhm.
memory is a totally, not a different thing, but it's like we said before, how many 40,000 receptors in the heart just for memory?
A lot.
Yeah. And whenever your heart responds to something, it seals that action, it seals that incident, it seals that environment, it seals everything, because it's associated with that heart feeling. And so your brain remembers that. In fact, that's why it says that any decision that you make, if it's made from the brain, it'll take you sometimes days to figure it out. But if it's something made in the heart, it's almost immediate, and it's correct, because there's a difference in the way you respond with your heart than you do with your head.
That's very true.
But and so whenever you're doing this music stuff, um, it's impacting the hearts of people, not just their head.
Yeah. And that's the whole point. Just to
Yeah,
make music, not for money, not for nothing, just so and I don't want to be uh oh, I think someone said music can be very manipulative,
yeah,
but but I don't want to use it in that way. But if it can help them hear God's voice, or
right,
stop them in their tracks just so they can
right.
pause and just listen. Yeah, that's what I want.
Well, that's kind of what that, because it was such a distinct sound, it was such a different thing, that last one you sent, of basically, I think it came from outside looking in or whatever. I don't remember what it came from, but it was that whole thing of, I'm no longer outside. I'm here. I'm, because of what he did in me. And but it drives that whole thing home, but in such a clear way. I mean, that was the thing that got me about that song in particular. Just like the very first one you did, the one on "Let Your Fruit Speak." Well, it wasn't the first one, but that's the first one that impacted me like that, because it was so clear. The message was so clear. The voice was so clear. The words were so distinct. It's something that just went right to your heart.
Part, yeah.
So anyway, it's just cool what he's doing with you in that whole realm because who would have thought,
Yeah,
to produce songs in that way? I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, everybody say AI is not good, but hey, it's what you use, what you do with it, right?
yeah, it's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah,
Yeah, if you use it as a tool and not a god, don't let it
yeah,
direct,
yeah,
you know. But it can be a tool in anybody's hands.
yeah. Amen.
So it's just like with art or anything else, oh, you're taking away the artistic ability from the artist himself. No, really, and just like that musician, well, my cousin told me, he says, doesn't matter how it's produced. The fact is that there's grace upon because it's impacting people. There's grace upon
Hmm.
what he's doing right now because and it doesn't matter if it's an AI generated voice. Doesn't matter if it's AI generated music. It didn't generate from there. It generated from your heart into that medium, and then that medium then made it cohesive and put it together. And in the meantime, you're producing. You're going, no, I don't like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's keep that. Well, let's not do that here. Let's put the bridge here. Let's do this. I mean, it's a whole production.
Oh yeah, it takes a while,
Yeah,
but once I get into the mood, I'm like, oh, let's go. Like yesterday, just the whole day I was just playing around,
wow.
just trying to find the right song, and then there's some that you sent, like the other blogs that you sent. I
Right,
just didn't feel it, like
right,
some those songs should be playing right now. So I just like, no, not today.
right.
Maybe something else.
Yeah,
And
because
then
it didn't hit here.
well,
It didn't hit your heart at that point.
so I had to go back
Right,
to the other blogs and then just read it again, and then I was like, yeah, this is what some people need right now.
right. Yeah, and that's that present truth. What is it that's making sense right now? What's he saying right now?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the blog. I start to look at some of the thing I did yesterday uh, about judge righteous judgment. I'm trying to get 365 of them up there on the blog thing so that I can take those and it becomes a book.
Oh,
365.
how many
But
do you have up there?
313, I think.
113.
But see, I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years. Well, no, it's been 8 years. So I go back and I look at some of these things like judge righteous judgment, and I have to rework it because it's not the current voice.
Yeah,
It's not even where I'm at anymore.
yeah.
Like the whole thing about um, speaking the Lord's name in vain.
Hmm.
That I started that, man, years ago, I guess. I don't know how long ago it was, but it's time to do that again because people are using his name for vain purposes. Well, the Lord told me to do this. You know, he told me, well, this is the Lord's business. No, it's not. It's yours. I mean, don't give me that. You're just telling me that so that I'm not going to speak back into it or say something. I know how
Hey,
that works.
hey, God said.
Yeah, God said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God said. No, he probably didn't. It's just your own mind reaffirming yourself or trying to make sure that you're not missing him. So, you don't want to know any different. So, yeah, God told me to move here. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if the fruit, because you'll know a tree by its fruit. If he sent you there to be planted, you're going to have fruit. You don't have to tell me anything. I can tell by the fruit. So, and it's not a judgment call, but that's where that judge righteous judgment comes in. It's by your fruit you shall know them. You watch the fruit, and it's not judging by the outward appearance, it's judging by how God perceives what's going on, not what your perception is.
Yeah.
So that's why it says, judge not lest you be judged. You judge not. You go doing it, but judge righteous judgment. So find out what he's thinking about it, and then go ahead and speak into it what he believes, not you taking up the cause. So, and that's hard for people to distinguish. It's hard for them to recognize the difference.
Why is that? Because of what they've been taught, or
Vanity. Yeah, and probably what they've been taught. Yeah. It's just, it's easier to say God told me. It's easier to say things like that than it is to actually let your life prove it out because you're afraid. You're afraid that people aren't going to read your life and say, "Oh, that's God."
we used to say that God said,
Yeah.
and you know what? Because He did.
Yeah.
But to tell some people, maybe some would like they'll look at you weird, like you speak to God. Does He speak to you?
Yeah, yeah.
There's some that understands or believes what we think,
Right.
and then there's some who are just like, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did you just make that up?
Yeah. It
And
was the
you can tell they as to the moment you say that, they just give that look, and then you're like, okay, I need to change the subject.
yeah. Yeah, it was the pizza I had last night talking, not God. Yeah. It's a strange but that's all goes back to we're still we're still so wrapped up in our what how we feel, how people perceive us. We're still wrapped up in ourselves. Vanity.
Vanity,
Yeah.
vanity.
And it says you use the Lord's name in vain. Well, if you use it for vanity, you're tacking his name on something that's actually your agenda so that it looks good to everybody else or nobody will speak into it. So it's not just a matter, yeah, and we should be not so flippant. I don't say, "Oh, Jason," "Oh God," I don't use your name just flippantly. So I shouldn't use his name flippantly either, but to use it to verify or to validate something I'm
Validate.
doing,
That's
yeah,
the word.
that's using it for vain purposes or in vanity, using his name
Okay.
in vain. So it's just man, it's strange how, you could have all along said, well, God gave me that song. But instead, you've said, I've been working through this, and yeah, I got this from here, and I got this from there, and I just didn't feel right about doing that one. But boy, it's sure this one here seems to speak to what's going on right now, and so let's just do that one. It's not a matter of God told me. I mean, I've heard people say that,
Yeah.
but did he tell you? Probably. I mean, he probably put that impression on us, but um, it's still not putting that, not trying to validate it. I guess that's it, trying to validate it by using his name. Maybe that's it.
I need to validate by using His name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that people say, kingdom principles, or let's talk about the kingdom. This is going to be the kingdom, um, kingdom youth or the kingdom whatever. Now the big name is kingdom, so you're going to attach kingdom to everything as though this is the way God's going to do it. And just by putting the word kingdom on there doesn't mean it's going to validate it.
Like what? Like saying kingdom for kingdom purpose or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You say kingdom. Um, this is a kingdom business.
Kingdom. Mm,
If
that's
so,
cool.
you better make sure it's done his way.
Or it's all gonna
Yeah,
crumble.
yeah. This is his business. If it's his business, then do it his way. Don't keep telling people that, well, this is what he told me. He told me to do it this way. He told me every time somebody tries to speak into it and say something that's not quite scriptural. That's not the way he does it. I mean, if he's speaking something right now, well, then, do it that way. Don't keep doing it the way you've been doing it because it's definitely not working.
Yeah.
You want to
Mm.
impact people's hearts by what you're doing. You want to be a living epistle known and read of all men, not just hearing what you're saying. Your life should show it. So, um, you should be the tree that's going to give that. If you're an apple tree, you're just going to bear apples. You're not going to tell everybody that you're an apple tree. So if you're a believer, these signs shall follow those who believe.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah, pretty simple. Oh,
But we make it harder for ourselves.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Are you a believer? Yeah. Well, then these signs are going to follow you. Well, what if they're not? What do you mean, what if they're not? They will follow you. Why are
If
you
they're
even
not,
doubting
then
that?
yeah, then you're doubting.
Yeah. Are you a believer? Yes, I am. Well, then these signs will follow, shall follow those who believe.
Amen.
They're going to lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. It doesn't say that they might.
We shall.
Cast out devils. You're going to give sight to the blind. You're going to raise the dead. You're going to set captives free wherever you go. I mean, because that's what he does. He sets captives free. Is that an AI generated thing behind you, a set, or is that
No,
you?
this is in the RV.
Oh, it is?
I'm in the RV. I just blurred it in the back.
That's really nice how you can blur it like that.
Um,
That actually
I
works a
mean,
lot better than the
yeah.
because like on mine, if I do this at all, you see that kind of a blur behind my head.
Oh no, and it's the table. Have the little dinner table, the
Yeah,
small.
that's actually
That's what
really
I'm
nice.
using.
That's a nice little setup out there.
With my view.
Yeah.
There's a big what storage? No,
Yeah.
warehouse.
Does it
No
get
one. Good thing. No one's there. So
oh, does it get hot out in the RV?
yeah, but now it's starting to cool down. It was in the 50s this morning. Or
Really?
actually, this whole week it's in the 50s. So I told my kids, if I was you guys, I'd be sleeping in the RV,
Yeah.
away from everybody. Nobody bother me. The TV, TV shuts off, internet shuts off at midnight anyway. So because if not, they sleep all day.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice little
So,
setup in there.
so if I want to run away, I just and my door is just on the other side.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So I didn't want to be in the room because they're gonna keep coming and knocking and Dad, I need this. I want this. Can I do this? So I left and came over
It
into
was
the
a good thing
RV.
we started late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry, I was moving it back and forth like this.
It actually looks really nice blurred like that because then you're not looking at things, like here, like that little artificial set behind us. Even though the set's nice, you still find your eyes wandering to the stuff that's going on behind, or at least I do. Maybe that's hey, look, a butterfly type thing, you know. Squirrel. But anyway, I just appreciate what he's doing in you right now as far as that whole all that stuff because and like Connie said, it's not just impacting, you know, us. It's impacting a lot of people, their hearts.
As long as there's one, as long as there's one,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And if it can change their heart, it can change the way they view life.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I figure about the blog or even these things that people happen to be going through the internet and happen to find this, you know, somewhere on YouTube and just look at it and go, "Oh, well," and change their way of thinking to some degree. You know, it's all
yeah,
worth it.
yeah. I believe it. I believe it is. It is worth it.
Yeah. Got your Milwaukee cap on today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and work in the garage.
Oh,
Go play in the garage.
go go from the RV to the garage, huh?
Yeah, if I stay here, I'm just gonna go and lay down,
Oh.
hide from the kids, lock the door.
What time's Lulu get home today?
I think 11 or 10? No, 11. 11 today.
Oh, okay.
She's wanting to quit. I said, I just, if you want to quit, quit.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. I mean, we bought a house, no job, and we're still here. He's been providing. So what are we gonna? If you quit, what?
Yeah. Isn't that
He's still
crazy?
providing.
I mean, you guys, because it all started, it happened in the heart. Because Connie asked the other day, she said, how'd they end up in Sierra Vista? And I told what I knew, but you might want to even say it now just because so I can get it again. Because I don't think people understand how you can actually be led by God into something and and all of a sudden it's like all your steps are ordered. I mean, this happens, this happens, this happens. I mean, for you guys to get there, not have a job, not have none of the three of you,
Yeah,
and you buy a house
yeah,
and you get your kids in a school that's pretty much what you guys wanted to begin with without having to pay for it.
yeah,
You're just going, this is crazy. That's not crazy. We should expect that because, you know, that's the way he works. But
yeah. I mean, when we first came here, we were okay. Now we're here. We gotta find a job, and we talked to you
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
We were like, we're rushing to find a job. Nothing,
yeah,
nothing. You're overqualified. They don't call you. They they say no, and then you're like, what is going on? It should have been easy,
right,
but no. That was our plan,
right, what
what we wanted to do, and that's how the world system. You get there, you get find a job, hustle, hustle, so you can get that perfect job. No, Lulu's kind of working part time over there at
right.
that place, Dollar General. I mean,
But yet they've made her like shift manager and everything else in a
yeah,
matter of,
like she's like the supervisor in 1 week or 2 weeks.
yeah, yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
Oh, man.
In the post office, they said they're gonna call. I'm on the pre-hire list, and then next thing you know, their offer extension. I've been waiting, and I'm like, come on, I need this job. I need this job. No, they haven't called me, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to school,
Yeah,
and I go to school and getting paid to go to school, do something that I've never done, and it's fun. And I got midterms this week,
oh,
next week, this
really?
week.
Oh, wow.
So gotta study after this. I go play in the garage first, then come study.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, first things first.
Yeah, house first,
Yeah,
then
oh, okay, okay.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
and and I still haven't I don't have a job.
Right.
But what the Lord's doing is just providing. We have enough.
Yeah.
And if we have a lot, we forget, and then I start getting more things, more tools that I don't even use. I don't even have a job. I don't even have my business here. Why am I gonna go get the paint gun and all these things when I'm not even doing that? I don't even have time to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool, you
Yeah.
know? So I'm just taking one day at a time.
Yeah.
Just the kids' football games, hey, football is expensive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And there's four of them playing. Oh, oh, we have to get this. We have to get this. I'm like, man, oh, you got to pay for this. And then they go on their road trip, and then we have to give them money for their trip.
Yeah. For food, for everything else, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Dad, can you transfer some more? Like, what did you buy?
Help us.
But that's just I'm just trying to tell them budget. Budget your money. This is all you have for this week. If you
Well, that's a
spend
good
it this week,
idea.
you don't have money. You don't
Right.
have money for your McDonald's or whatever because they go and there's four of them that's traveling or three of them that's traveling.
Hmm.
I was like, this is the last. I can't wait till football season is over.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that thing that Sinbad does? He says you're just hoping that the kid doesn't make the team.
Hey, there's a lady there too. We're like, oh, because she's from Guam and she's a good friend, and we were like, can't wait till this season is over. And I was like, I'm saying the same thing. I want to sleep. I want to get off class and go straight, fix dinner, rest,
Yeah.
not go, not pick them up, bring him to the field, wait 2 hours of not
Right.
doing anything. Because, I don't want to drive all the way here,
Right.
home for what, 1 hour and a half, and then
Yeah.
drive back again to pick him up to come back home. So we just stay there. And I said, you know what? I need to do something. Made some friends. Hey, I want to play softball. So if I'm there, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a game on Monday, so I'm going to go play softball. So
Really?
just to kill time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Instead of driving all the way here to go
Yeah.
back.
And the way you guys work too, if you find out somebody needs help on something, you're available to help during that time too there.
Yeah. There is a Messianic Jew. So
Really?
he's one of the Messianic.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was there
He
closer to you.
he's closer here, but he's also the Joe's coach, Dorothy's youngest son, coach,
Oh. Oh,
football
okay.
head coach. So he'd be blowing the shofar over there, and as soon as I hear it, I'm like, "Oh, Coach Rod is here."
That's funny.
And hey, I don't mind. I blow it. I let them ask questions. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's almost
but
like the in Aussie, teaching them how to do a Tasmanian haka or something, the huh, huh, and I mean, really, because people say, well, what's that? What's that mean? How's that, because the shofar, I mean, I don't care who blows the shofar, it does something to you.
oh yeah, to me, I'm like, whoa, I love that sound, the
Yeah.
shofar. And but everybody else is like, what is that? What's the noise? Yeah, noise to you.
Yeah.
It does something to you. It like awakens something inside you,
Yeah.
you know. But
Shofar, show good.
he also said, hey, I got a property that I need to work on. I just don't have time, and I know I heard you said you do uh,
Right.
this kind of jobs too. So I was instead of me giving it to somebody, I was wondering if I offered it to you, and you come and look at it, see if you can work on it, and let me know.
Well, there's
Yeah,
something else you
I need
could
to
do
fix
in
it.
that 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's not here.
Oh,
It's a little further. I think he said it was in uh Bisbee. I think he said in Bisbee
Oh, that's quite a bit further than the
or in
school.
Hereford or in Hereford.
Where's the school at?
The school, um,
And where do they
right
have the
by
practice at?
at the Veterans Memorial Park.
Oh,
Do you
they're
know
in
where?
right
In Sierra
close.
Vista. Yeah,
Oh,
and the
okay.
school it's not too far by Walmart and Lowe's and Home Depot.
Oh, I thought the school was like out of town.
Oh, which school?
The
The
school the
where the
boys go
kids?
to. Yeah.
No, no, it's in Sierra Vista.
Oh,
Right on. You know where Walmart was or is or no?
no, I don't remember.
You don't remember? But yeah, it's right next to Walmart, and then right behind Walmart, there's a field. For the it's a Veterans Memorial Park,
Okay.
and there's a football field there. So we could drive there. It's not too far.
Oh,
Like
see, I thought for some reason I thought that it was out of town. I mean, their school was
no,
like
no,
about 20 miles or whatever, 15, 20 miles.
20 miles. Yeah, from us, from
Oh,
here.
oh, okay. Okay.
So we have to. That's why when we pick them up and drop them at a football game for practice, we have to drive. Or we used to take them back home, but when we bring them home, practice is at 5:30.
Right.
So they get off 4:30, bring them home 30 minutes, clean up. We have to drive back right away
Yeah.
because 5:30 they start.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, this is a lot of gas.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we just fix a sandwich, bring it with us, pick them up, take them to the football field, they eat,
Right.
rest up before they start.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to have practice on a full stomach anyway.
Yeah, this is a sandwich.
Oh,
They hold them down. These boys eat everything. Pretty soon they're gonna eat the plastic
eat the wrapper. Yeah.
wrapper and everything. But yeah, that guy offered and I was like, yeah, I can do it if I have time. We'll see.
So what was the process and you guys, I know at first of all, you guys felt like you were supposed to be leaving where you were at, but kind of what was the process and all that besides things just seemed to be drying up?
We were planning to go to Alaska. We knew we were leaving. We knew our time was done there,
Right.
and all our plans was we know we're leaving. We don't know where we're going. RV, we have the RV. There you go. That's our cue. We
Yeah.
have our RV. We're going somewhere. We were going north. Everybody goes north. No, we went south. You know,
You still
but
went up into the mountains.
it's still way cooler, and I love it.
Yeah.
But before we came down here, we were undecided, and we were kind of going back and forth with, is this really what the Lord is telling us, or
Yeah.
are we just doing it ourselves? And he said, if we go and it's not the Lord, then you know,
Well, what
we
made you even
thought
think about Sierra Vista? I mean, what even took you there? You just driving around?
we were looking around for homes up north from Kingman and up, but we were like, what about down here? What about Sierra Vista? Let's just check it out. So we just said, we looked at one house, couple houses, and we're like, let's just drive and check. We were just gonna come down and check it out, see a few houses, see how it feels. They never even thought of trying to purchase a house. We just wanted to look and
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
this way. Now we just came, and next thing you know, we're like, let's put an offer. Let's put an
Wow.
offer on this house. Yeah.
So what made you feel I mean, what was the difference when you drove into Sierra Vista than it was anyplace else? I mean, what made you think that was the place?
The mountains, the the atmosphere. It was. different from Salome. It was more welcoming.
Mm,
It was more welcoming. But there's something about the mountains.
right,
There's something about the mountains, just like in New Mexico. There's this specific mountain
right,
where it's like the lonely mountain.
right.
There's other mountains around it, but it's like a big giant mesa
Yeah.
right at the top. But there's a there's a cloud that goes over it. There's some clouds that goes over it, and it reminds me of a book that I was reading, and it had some pictures where it was on Mount Sinai, and the
Oh, yeah.
Israelites were at the bottom,
Yeah, yeah.
and you got the clouds over the mountain, and then the Shekinah glory. So that's what I see. That they say the Shekinah
Yeah,
glory
yeah.
on the mountain. And when I see the mountain here, there's mountains right about behind us too, but the mountains in Sierra Vista was the one that really caught me. But the first house we went to, we were like, what is this mountain right in front of our face? And then when it rains, the clouds that just go over the mountain, it just remind me of the picture.
Hmm.
It just remind me of the picture of how the Israelites are down there on the base of the mountain. And you got the cloud and thunder and
So you guys didn't calculate everything, like make your list and check it twice and go, oh, this ticks all these boxes. This checks all these things. It was more like you felt something.
we just went there and we knew this is the place.
How'd you know?
We just looked at each other and we know, you know that you know that you know. And we're like, at first, when I saw this house, I was like, no, but the house. I don't know anything about stucco. I
Mm.
don't know anything about this flat stucco
Box.
box homes, and it
Yeah.
just looks weird to me. But I like that it was open.
Right.
We're kind of away from everybody. Not we're away from Sierra Vista where it's too crowded,
Right.
but we're not too far that where we need to go get something. We can just drive down there.
Right.
So it was almost like it's alone. We're away from everything. There's nothing, no opportunities for really anything.
Right.
But there was opportunities for us that the Lord opened doors that we still had
Yeah,
jobs
yeah.
and
Yeah.
which is perfect. Here, there's so many opportunities, but I don't get a job or anything, which is fine with me. But look what the Lord did. Opened a house, got a house, no job, and look where we're at.
What's amazing to me is it says the Lord sets the members in the body as it has pleased him. It doesn't say he sets a person in a job.
Mm,
So he begins to set you with other bones. And as a body, he begins to form you to where you have relationships because his whole thing is about relationship.
hmm
I mean, our relationship with him and then our relationship with the brothers and sisters next to us. That's what he's all about. And it amazed me how quickly you guys made relationships down there or things begin to form. I mean, like that guy at the hospital and that you went and saw and just different people like that you're already woven, interwoven into their life, the fiber of their life. I just thought, man, that's interesting how quickly that happened there as opposed to like Salome or other places where it didn't really happen that readily.
Yeah, it was different there.
Yeah. I
Here
mean,
was different.
you still had people there, but it was like things began to dry up and like that old proverbial thing, how does an eagle get the eaglet out of the nest? Well, first of all, they start taking all the fluff, all the stuff that makes it nice and easy and soft, until finally all just bare bones and sticks are left, in the bottom of the nest. And the eaglet thinks, this is pretty uncomfortable. I think it's time to fly.
Yeah.
But it just seems like sometimes that's the way he works with us. But
That's what happened. That's what happened in Salome.
yeah,
We got too comfortable and, I would say complacent a little bit,
mm,
maybe a lot, maybe a lot.
yeah,
But he never left us. He was
right.
always there, you know, trying to guide us while we try to do our own thing too at the same time, thinking we know, or
Yeah,
ourselves get in the way,
right. Well, first of
of
all,
the
you guys thought you were supposed to do the RV thing full time.
yeah, yeah. That's why we got this.
Yeah,
Not it wasn't really that's why we got it, but we got it for a specific reason. But then it didn't work out that way. It was for something else.
right.
It was for us to stay in, be humble. This is life. This is what we're gonna do,
A
and if you can,
transitional time.
yeah, and if this is the life we're gonna be in, then so be it.
Right.
And the moment we accepted it, the Lord opened more doors. Just like when we first got there. Remember we told you we went stay at the 80 acres with a smaller than this RV or camper,
Right.
and that was where Dorothy and her boys was. That was the kitchen. That was the shower, and then us we were staying in this 12 by 12 lofted barn, uninsulated or anything,
Oh my
and
land.
we made it work, and we stayed in there, and it was 3 months went by, and the kids were happy. And there was one day I said, Lord, is this how my life's gonna be? And I asked him a few times, and then I finally just, I was like, Lord, if this is it, then okay, I accept this house. I accept where we're gonna live. And the very next day, the lady called and said, "Hey, I want you to help Richard to go and fix up this house, and I'll pay you, and you can fix the house so you guys can move in there." And I was
Wow.
like, "What? What?" Oh,
Wow.
yeah, and there's too many of you guys. 2 months later, there's too many of you guys. We're gonna bring another manufactured home over here, right across, so you guys both stay there because that house is too small for you and your family, for
Wow.
all 8 of you guys. So I'm like, yeah, and then I'll pay you so you can fix the house that you're gonna stay in. I'm like, who does that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy, but thank you, Lord.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
the same thing here when we were in the RV. I was like, Lord, this is it. And I wasn't even thinking about what happened, but the moment I accepted it, He
Well, the same
opened
thing
doors.
happened in Kauai to you guys too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. When we were about to go to the beach, find a beach, and set up a
Just
tent.
camp on the beach.
Yeah, and and the Lord opened the door again. Even the realtor was like, "Are you sure you can pay this? Because I'm looking at your finance. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, but don't worry about it. I will." And it was between us and a pastor, and the pastor was the owner because he was the landlord. The pastor was the good friend of the owner, but the realtor or the property manager was the city said, it's like, Jason, if you cannot pay, let me know. I was like, yes, yes, I will. Thank you. So I said, so what are you telling me? We have the house. He paused for a little bit. He said, yes, yes, you guys have the house. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. I said, when can we move in? He's like, it's supposed to be on the first, but if you want to go you want to go in today, you can go in today. I'm like, oh wow,
Now that place you had to fix up though too.
it was filthy. Old plantation home, wooden floor, everything wood. wooden floor. Had a lanai, and like
Yeah.
in Arizona. We went in there walking around barefooted in the house, and it's just black, the back of your feet. But we cleaned up the kitchen, the shower, and the living room. Actually, we didn't really clean the kitchen much, but the living room is where we clean the most, and then the shower, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But then I just the Lord showed me saying, "This is the house you're staying in," and I understood where. Oh, okay. So now I see why I cannot complain about the house that He's provided.
Right.
He
Right.
can't just He won't just He'll give me a house, but just like anybody, they have to come first, and then it's one room at a time. He cleans the room one room at a time, and because nobody can just come to the Lord, and
Right. Right.
it's there's steps to following Him. You gotta clean this and clean that, and so he
Well, the same
reminded
thing
me
happened when you got the RV too.
of this one.
Yeah. Because you guys had to start fixing that as well. I mean, it's like every place you guys have been that you've been given, you guys had to fix it up a little bit at a time to get it where it was something that was yours. I mean, well, it was
Yeah,
yours to begin with, but it was like he just said, there's some maintenance that needs to be done. Somebody's let it go. I'm giving it to you because I basically entrusted it to you to fix it back to where it's supposed to be.
yeah.
Same
The
thing
Lord
with the
never,
house.
when I think about it, the Lord never really, He doesn't give you brand new things. He uses the old and He makes it better.
Right,
You get what I'm saying?
right.
He always He's always fixing the broken.
Yeah,
I see it that way. It's like He, like us, you don't just get a new guy and He just fixed that broken, and then okay, now we're done fixing that. Knee already grew, so
yeah.
let's fix something else now. You know, just like the house, we have a used house. Yeah, this house here, this RV. Yeah, there was things that we have to fix, but look, we fixed it and made it to fit our needs.
Right. Fit for your needs. You know
Yeah,
what's funny? If you get something new, you just move into it and it's not really yours. I mean, you haven't really made it yours.
yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah,
Whereas, yeah,
you still gotta add some touches to make it to fit your way or lifestyle or
yeah. But you're less likely to do that with something brand new than you are something that you feel like you have the liberty to go ahead and change the whole appearance of the thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, like this floor. Wow, that
Yeah.
carpet, that ugly table that they have here. Oh, now it's now it fits us, it suits us, perfect. Perfect for us.
Devil, you cannot come in to this temple of the Most High God and cause his voice to go. You cannot come in with congestion. Whatever that stuff is, you stop it right now in Jesus' name. This is a son of God that was set at liberty, and anything right now, whether it be allergy, it doesn't matter what it is, he is not allergic to things anymore. The Lord has not put that resistance to anything that he created in that body, in that temple. And I loose him right now in Jesus' name. That's enough of that stuff. Now, voice clear up, body clear up, congestion leave, and that body be whole right now in Jesus' name. That's enough of that.
Amen.
I just heard your voice kind of going gravelly. I didn't know what that
Yeah.
was, but we might as well not give it any place.
Amen.
So,
Thank
uh,
you.
a lot of times we let things Oh, it's going to be okay. I just let it go. And we forget that the enemy comes in and the more gravelly it gets, the more we begin to think about it and say, "Oh man, I got this." I mean, it's like a seed and it just begins to grow. Just take out the seed right away. Not worry about it. Just get rid of the seed, get rid of the plant.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what do you guys feel like you not feel, but what do you I was going to ask you this earlier as far as what is the current voice or that this present truth that you hear the Lord speaking right now? What is it because I know that you sent that song that kind of expressed that, but there must be something that he's speaking to you guys right now, especially in the area that you're in, what he's saying what is he saying to your region that he's placed you in? What is he saying to your family? What's he saying to you guys in your house?
Our identity
Oh,
in him.
really?
Our identity in him.
Wow.
Because uh, just like when we were in Salome, we knew our identity better than far more than we came here.
Really?
Very different because there's so many things going on that
Yeah.
we forget. That we forget
Ah,
because there's so many activities. Life takes over, so we forget too.
wow.
And thank you for praying because man, in the house, all three adults were hit by some some type of flu or something,
Yeah.
and in our that they kept coming and going. Like we get better, and then it just hits us, and you're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
I I was in I was in class, tried to do oxy, and I'm like, "Is it the gas or is it just me? What is going on? I'm just not feeling good." I left early. I was like, "Hey, good thing the instructor left. Pick up some metal in Tucson." I'm like, "I'm going too.
Yeah.
There's nobody here. Peace out." And I'm driving. I almost got into an accident twice. I
You're
was like,
not
"Oh
supposed to
my
be
God."
doing oxy in class, by the way. You can get arrested for that.
Yeah, it's our identity, and we were praying, but still, like, what is going on?
Yeah. But
And
that's that
then,
point of trying to get in rather than realizing that you are in that place, speaking
yeah,
back into the situation.
yeah, that's true. And that song played it. I was like, man, I should hear this song more often. I need to play this for myself,
Yeah, because that's
you
a
know?
powerful song. I mean, it really is. I mean, because it speaks to right now what's going on right now in people's lives.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not finding me. I'm finding you.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And and not just our identity here with us. Even where we go, you can see people call themselves Christian. It's just my observation.
Right,
But again, like we talked about earlier, where's the fruit?
right.
But I'm looking at them and I'm like, where's the fruit? And I'm like, I'm over here sick, feeling sick and all this icky stuff. And I'm like, I'm not judging, but I'm looking at what they say, oh, Christian.
Right.
And then at school, what am I doing? What's my part here?
Yeah,
You know? And then there's some people that you know, they have the Jesus hat and all. And I'm like, is that really Jesus or is that Jose? Jesus? You
ah,
know,
yeah,
is it just your name? Because the way they carry themselves and they act, and I'm like, man. But then I'm questioning myself too.
right, right.
Am I in there in that same shoe? Is that what's going on? Everybody call themselves Christian here, but then what are they doing?
Yeah.
You know, they
What
think
does
I think
what does Christian mean?
Christian, like Christ, but they're not like Christ. I don't even say I'm Christian.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like the Messiah. That's what Christ means, Messiah. So I'm like the Messiah. If you've seen me, you've seen the Messiah.
Yeah, you didn't see the Messiah in me. The
Well,
way
like you,
I've been acting.
yeah, well, like you said, that's what he's doing is bringing us back to our identity. Who are you? Let's look in the mirror again. Let's look to see what I'm seeing. I see glory. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
glory. What do you see?
God, look at the mirror again.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So how do you
I
instill that into the younger generation, like your boys and stuff? How do you instill that type of identity into them without getting religious or overzealous or hammer it into them? How do you do that?
it's kind of hard now, but I cannot just like before when they were younger. I
Right,
can just tell them now with the school and the football, the
right,
culture of the school, culture of the football team,
right.
practice. It's like
Being
it
conformed to the
pulls,
world. Yeah.
yes, and then they go to their away games, and it's even pulling them more further because their character, their attitude changed big
Oh,
time.
really?
So I have to like slowly, and I don't want to just come in, rah, be the drill sergeant and drill
Right,
everything
right.
in there.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. They rebel so fast.
Right.
So I have to come in slow and not where they see me, but from the other side. I gotta
Yeah.
flank them and come in, but and quietly and
Yeah.
gently. Yeah, but with my finger like this on. Hey, I see you. I see
Yeah.
you. What you're doing. But I call them out. But I don't call them out like I used to. But I
Right.
do call them out and let them know. Hey, I told you your character changed at school. You're coming out. You know. And my son, the middle child, the teachers they email us and let us know what's going on with him. He fell asleep. He went to Tucson, the planetarium or something on their field trip. He fell asleep in class. In the
In the planetarium?
yeah, he fell asleep while they were giving a presentation. This UA students they came in, they taught the class, and he's in the back snoring away. They said he was so loud. And so the teacher emailed and said that was very disrespectful. These guys they came on their own time to teach, and share their knowledge about the planets and whatever. And he was snoring. So when I got the email, I picked him up at school and then brought him to the football field, and I sent the rest and said, "Hey, you come here. So what's going on? What's going on?" Like he act like nothing happened. I said,
Yeah.
"What's up with the snoring?" And then he was like, "No, dad." Then he started to just, and I was like, "Doesn't matter. You can try and justify your actions or what. You snored. You slept. I was tired, dad. Well, if you're tired, then maybe you need to sleep early. And if you're still tired, maybe you come off the football team because you're tired. It's what makes you tired. That's why you sleep there. And you didn't just sleep in that uh, field trip. You fell asleep in class.
Oh, really?
It's not your first, and it's not your second." And he go, "No, dad, it's only one time. I just fell asleep on Monday." I was like, "Yeah, thanks. What else are you gonna want to tell me? You just write yourself out."
Yeah.
It's just, oh, and he's like, "Oh man, I just slept." I was like, "Hey, if you're tired, you don't need to play football.
Yeah.
You don't know how to time management. That's why I told you, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to
You
sleep
don't need to
early."
stay up all night watching or playing games.
No, no, they don't play game on the weekends or watch TV. They just
Oh,
talk, talk,
really?
talk. I can hear them. They're trying to whisper, and I'm like, "Nathan, you don't know how to whisper. Your whisper is like
And it's
screaming.
midnight, huh?
Yeah. And so I said, Estelle, so you know, I have no issue with you, um, with your teacher, and I'm glad she's telling me what's going on. But if you're tired, then we gotta fix that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We gotta then if you're too tired, if you sleep in class, then I don't think you should be playing football because you're sleeping. You come home late. You know you come home late. You have to sleep early, and then you go to school and you sleep. So might as well come off football so you can sleep better.
Right,
Then I said that. Then I said, you know, they told you that football is just a privilege.
right,
So and I don't care about football. I'd rather see you do good in school than go football.
right,
So you pick. You pick. You can tell me all these excuses, but you still fell asleep.
right.
What do you want to do? And it's like, yeah, I'll fix that, Dad. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
You know, I said, you want to play football? Yeah. So maybe you be the first one to come when we come home. The first one to shower, eat, sleep.
Right,
Because if you fall asleep the next time, you're coming out of football. And it
right,
sucks that you work so hard for this just to come off. And he was
right.
like, got it. Like, noted. Don't worry, it won't happen again.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the
And the
thing
other
is
one,
to find a solution. That's the thing. Not to just punish, but to correct or find a solution.
yeah,
We got a thing here that needs adjustment. How do we do that? How do we readjust this so that you're not, like you said, so you're not tired, because
hmm
that seems to be the issue. It's not about football or not football. It's not about learning or not learning. It's about you're tired. Let's
yeah,
How do we remedy that?
yeah. You don't
But
want to be tired?
yeah,
No football,
yeah,
and don't talk.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
he understands. He understands. He said, I got it, Dad. No, don't worry, won't happen again.
yeah,
Yeah, and then the other one is the school, phone, this. The other one is like the phone is, and I said, Dad, uh, when can I take the car? I'm like, your phone is more important than the car, so don't talk to me about the car. When
yeah,
you start putting your phone down and start focusing on your God time or you checking on the house and see what needs to be done, I see that you pick up more responsibility, then yeah, sure, I'll probably give you the car. But right now, only when I tell you or when I need something at the store.
yeah,
It was like, Dad, but Dad, I was like, no, you're on your phone texting about stupid things with your
yeah,
friends about the video game, and you're the oldest one. I was like, come on, grow up, find something more productive.
yeah,
Go fix, do something in the garage. There's a welder there. Go learn. You want to learn? Tell me no. I'll show you how to use the flux core.
yeah,
Something, not play video games. So before I used to just let them play video games whatever for how long. Now
yeah,
like 30 minutes each. On the weekend you get 30 minutes a day. And they're like, what? Hey, 30 minutes. You want to argue? I'll make it 20. They're like, okay.
yeah. It became more like a babysitter for the kids, just like TV did when I was younger. TV became the babysitter. Let's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with the kid. Let's put them in front of the TV. Um, I don't care what they're watching at this point. Of course, back then, wasn't nearly as bad as it is now. But
Oh yeah.
what can you do with Mickey Mouse Club? I mean, and,
Now you don't want them.
no, no, no. But back
Yeah.
then, um, I mean, our worst thing was Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon, from the Mickey Mouse Club, and you just go, wow, those guys were like not saints in their real life, but on the TV they were, and It's just, I don't know. There's so much other pull and influence right now on the kids. And that's why I was asking, how do you, if anybody was listening right now or tuning back in or even trying to find out how to deal with their teenagers and how to instill in them identity, what would you be able to say to them that would help them in that in doing that?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I have some maybe. Because attitude reflects leadership. If I'm the leader, I have to follow Christ so they can follow.
Right.
But there's so many role models in their life, but they go to school, and so I have to pick up and hey, push stuff away and like look.
Right.
Yeah, they may be your coach, but I'm your dad.
Right.
Pay attention to what I say. Sometimes they don't hear it from me; they hear it from the coach. The
Right.
coach says the exact same thing,
And they listen.
and they were like, "Yeah, coach was saying that what you said," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Really? You said the same thing I said? So you didn't hear it from me, but you hear? Hey, as long as you understand that."
Yeah.
But they said exactly what you said, Dad.
Right.
So I'm fine with that. But there's things that I need to push out when they come home.
Right.
Bring them back. Hey,
There's
uh,
something that you said just a minute ago that ties into this. Did Jesus Christ said, "I will show you the Father." Did he show them the Father by becoming the Father, or did he show them the Father by demonstrating his sonship?
by demonstrating something.
Yeah, his sonship.
Yeah, his sonship. I have to do that. I have to do that just so they can see. But again, there's I have three responsibilities, but there's 5 boys, so I have to. I don't say I have to, but because they're here, I have to.
Yeah, you feel a
You know,
responsibility for it. Yeah, they're under
I,
your roof, basically.
I don't want to. I don't want to make it sound like it's a burden or anything like that. No, it's
No,
not. But I feel that it's my responsibility as a man in this household.
right, right,
The man of this house, that I have to take up those additional, and it's not easy
right,
because there's 5 different mindsets, and there's 2 households with 2 different mindsets. You know, their their mom is saying this, and then me and my wife are saying this to this kid, and so I have to try and balance,
right,
because the way I say it to my boys is not the same way I should say it to this guy, but I still have to be firm with when I say it this way. So I have to really try and balance it to where I'm not, because my kids feel like, why are you saying that to us? Why don't you tell them that? I was like, they're different. You're my kid. I say it this way.
yeah. I
Oh, what
remember this
about
guy used to tell us, he said, if you slap the guy next to me, I'll straighten up.
that?
So he says, I'm slapping that guy over there, but really I'm slapping you, but I'm slapping him over there, so maybe you'll listen and straighten up.
When I do that to my boys, the other two are like, they're like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like when I scold them hard, then they hear
yeah.
it. They're like, I was like, don't run away. You can stay there and listen, so
Yeah.
you know. But
But how do you
I
instill
I have
identity into them?
I have to do that first.
Yeah. Oh, you have to find your identity first.
I have, like I said, there's an identity crisis going on, and not just out there, but even in this house.
Wow. Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
even me, so I cannot try to do that to them, show them the identity. If I can't find that identity, if I'm, if I just forgot looking at
Yeah.
the mirror 5 seconds ago, and how am
Yeah.
I gonna do that?
Well, like you said in
So
that song, I'm not trying to find myself. I'm finding him.
I'm
He's
found in him. Yeah.
yeah, he was never lost.
I am. I got lost in 5 seconds. Oh, there's my way right there. There's the way. As soon as I turn around, I'm like, what? What happened? Where did I go?
Yeah. I didn't lose him.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
I have to find that. I have to find that identity again.
Yeah. To become
You
a
know.
living epistle known and read of all men, they're going to read our lives more than they listen to what we say.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean,
Of course.
always. Doesn't matter. No matter whether it's our kids or anybody.
I know. My kids are great kids. They're good kids. It's just that they're so easily influenced, with this
They're so
world.
teenager. They're so teenager.
They don't even know what they want.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Well,
just they just go with the trend.
yeah.
And sometimes, they talk and I try to be hip or something, with them. Dad, please stop.
Yeah.
He's too old for that. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not old.
Yeah. I said something like, "What's up?" to my son. My son's 45 this year. What's up? Or something. I don't remember what it was. He goes, Dad, you're just too old and too white. He said, you don't talk like that. But, that's the thing. It's hard to, like you said, it's hard to give somebody else an identity if you don't have one.
Yeah. And even if you're still trying to find one,
Yeah.
even it's it's just so many. It just it, I'm just like almost overwhelmed with so many all these things just coming at once.
Yeah.
I think a few weeks ago we were kind of overwhelmed,
Uh,
and maybe that's what happened where we got all three adults got hit with
wow.
this nastiness. We're like, what happened? All
Uh,
three of us at the same time,
yeah.
and we really had to stop and we're like, what is going on? You know, and nothing happened to the kids. The kids were like fine,
That's
and that's
funny.
good. And we're all in this little tin can driving down to practice and what, coughing, adults coughing and what, and then nothing happened to them.
That's funny. Well, like you said, it all comes down to who am I on the outside now trying to find my identity, or do I be found in him? Do I already know my identity? It's just that, and I can return to that in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
In fact, a split second.
yeah.
Doesn't take like 2 or 3 days of whining and snotting and trying to figure it out.
See, that's the problem. I think we're always trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
And if we just stop trying to figure it out, then
Yeah. And like you said in that song, just I'm already found in him. I'm already in him. I'm already, I mean, that song, that song, yes. I mean, it said it so well. And that's probably because that's what the Lord was doing in you at that point. That's probably why it meant so much to me as a listener too, because I'm just going, wow, that's so true, as far as everything that it said, because it was coming from your heart. It
that
was,
that song is a reminder for us when we forget our identity.
oh, you weren't kidding.
It's it's just to bring us back, like, hey, come back this way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I
stop
forgot which one
stop
you
trying to
said.
find yourself.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Stop trying to find yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're found in him.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm glad that you guys are I'm glad you guys are where you're at because the reason you're being equipped and trained. You are a builder. You're not just a repairer. You're one who sees something and you're able to build. That's why he's giving you insight into people's lives. You're able to see what's going on. You're able to see what needs to be repaired or fixed or whatever. You don't see it as a big log in their eye or anything else, or a little speck in their eye. You're not seeing it as a fault. You're just seeing what the Lord's doing in them next. And now he's giving you the skills to be able to fix that or to help him repair that breach in their wall or their whatever it is. So, it's just a matter of it's a great it's a great training time. It's a great time of learning to get those learning something new like the welding. It's learning how to put things back together and to make
Yeah.
sure it doesn't fall apart again
Yeah.
in their life, in somebody else's life. So it's just really neat to watch that happening in you guys, and that's what Lulu does down there. She's finding out what's going on, and she has the remedy by God to be able to. Why else would they put her in as a manager right away?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You know,
and
in
I
welding, they said, uh, heat is your friend.
yes,
More heat, it sticks together,
yeah.
or it bonds the thing together
So
better.
what's he doing right now? He's cranking up the heat.
Yeah, he's cracking up the heat, and I'm thinking, oh, it's overwhelmed too much. No, the heat is good.
Yeah,
It opens my eyes. Like,
yeah,
oh, this is too hot. What's going on? Okay, I have to step back and see why
yeah,
is it too hot. But it's good heat,
yeah.
you know.
That's a good thing. Heat is your friend. That's good. I was talking with a young man that I taught how to weld. He just called me up the other day. I guess it was 2 days ago. He said, I just found out something about the welder you gave me. I said, really? What was that? And he says, it was just kind of spitting and it was, I wasn't really getting the weld in good there. It was just kind of getting all these little pebbles or little bumps and little specks and stuff. And he says, I found out that I just needed to turn up the heat. And I said, well, that's kind of cool. I said, remember we talked about that, but what's interesting is now it's yours because you found it out. I could have told you that 100 times, and still, until you found it out for yourself, that heat is your friend. you know, you don't turn up the feed faster, you turn up the heat
Yeah,
and
turn up
go
the
a
heat.
little slower.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Same as oxy.
Yeah,
You can't just go fast. And I was like, why is my beat so thick?
yeah.
And then I was about to ask him. I was like, you know what? More heat. So I
Ah,
had to turn it up, and then the beat was flatter, more cleaner. And then because I when I put too much, the rod, and it's not right. It doesn't look right.
yeah. And they
Too
also
much
tell you
filler.
too, you can't push it.
Yeah, I was dragging mine before.
Yeah,
Like I said, why don't I just put the rod there and just heat it up? And then, yeah, it didn't work that way. I was like, I just checking. I just
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
see what happens. Now I know. So yeah, you don't draw. You just dip,
yeah,
dip, and I was like, okay, now I know.
yeah.
More heat, and then you can just go steady
And the
pace.
weld, the weld follows you. It follows the torch. You can't push it.
Yeah,
And that's,
yeah, and then when it's less heat, you won't push nothing because
oh
it's
no.
not your lot. So I was like, oh, I get it. More heat. God walks by. The instructor said, "Hey, Jason, more heat. Heat is your friend. Heat is my friend. Heat is my friend." So yeah,
So count it
the
all
Lord
joy,
really
my brethren, when these fiery trials or this heat is turned up.
cut it all joy.
Yeah, because the heat is there or the trial is there to work patience in us or the constant cheerful consistency.
Yeah, yep. So it's good. It's good heat.
Yeah. That's a good, for me, that's the takeaway. Heat is my friend.
Yeah, heat is my friend.
Uh, count it all joy. Yeah, if we forget that the trials are there to kind of work our perspective differently, our faith.
Yeah.
So, because right, up to that point, we keep seeing it the same old way instead of seeing it from a different perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought of lukewarm.
Ooh, that's good too. That's good too.
Yeah,
Wow.
I guess not enough heat. It's not
Yeah,
gonna do anything.
just lukewarm.
It won't hold nothing
Yeah, I
on that
wish you were
welding.
hot or cold.
Yeah, either hot or cold. Which one is it?
Yeah,
Heat is your friend.
that's right. That's right. Well, I should probably let you go get out there in the garage and do your thing so you can get back in and study.
Yeah, I go play with something in there. I don't know. I want to go do something in the garage first.
Go relax a little.
Yeah, play with some tools or clean up the garage. Arrange my tools. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, organize them, huh?
Yeah, or
So you can
organize
find
it.
them.
I use it. I know where to put it.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
When these kids touch it, it's
That's right.
all over the place.
Yeah, you never know where it's at once they borrow it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's under the sink. I'm like, why is it under the sink? In the bathroom. What is it? What are you doing with our tools in the bathroom? What did you break?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What did you break now? Well, thanks again. I appreciate you taking the time, and I'm glad Connie got a chance to talk with you too, because that she was wanting to do that. Had you guys ever seen her before?
Yeah, I've seen her before.
Oh, okay, okay. I just didn't know. I thought, man, I didn't
Yeah, we
even.
met her before.
Okay, I thought, man, I didn't even introduce her to you.
I
So
don't know if Lulu did. I don't remember.
I don't, I don't know.
I know I did before.
Okay, all right, all righty. Well, you guys have a great day. Let
All
me
right,
know how
thank
the
you.
test goes.
Okay, we'll do.
All right, bye bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, hey, if you think of anything more on that identity, as far as how to not only how to find it for yourself, but how to instill it in your kids, let me know because
Okay.
that's an important thing right now for a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
They
We'll
don't
do.
know how to do that. All right, bye bye.